was listening to this video about HVAC, HVAC. They said that heat is a form of energy, molecules in motion is what we should focus on. He also explained sensible heat, that is heat that is added or removed and changes the temperature. Latent heat, listen up, this is a key one. It's called hidden heat, and this means if heat is added or removed, it changes the state from liquid to vapor, and it can't be measured. Saturation, that is a substance that is in the form of liquid in vapor. It is added and it will begin to change state into your vapor. Remove heat, it will change back into liquid. Okay, so what that means is, let's say like you boiling water, then the water is liquid first. When it heats up and it gets to that boiling state, that's what we are saying. That's what it means by when it said it's a vapor. It's not actually, because if you think about it, when water gets hot, it has like a little vapor come out of it, because it start bubbling up, then the vapors and everything. Okay, and to get water to that boiling point, it takes a tremendous amount of energy. So if you go back to what I said about heat, heat is a form of energy. So it's actually heat energy. Um, like I said, boiling is changing state. Superheat. Now superheat, these two right here, superheat and subcooling, those are two important things. And this is all about HVAC refrigeration. But subcooling is all about the refrigeration cycle. We're gonna start with superheat. Superheat is once the liquid has changed into vapor state, heat is added after saturation. That's superheat. So saturation is when you, like I said, when you boiling water, you get it to boiling. That becomes what we were trying to say down here is superheat. So we adding heat. So superheat is actually heat that is added after saturation. Saturation is when you change a liquid from into a vapor. Subcooling is once vapor changed into vapor. It's once vapor changed into vapor. That's subcooling. And the refrigeration process is subcooling liquid. It's heated up to 212 degrees through into water. Saturation takes over, and it goes to the point of the top of the chart, which is heat content. It's a heat content chart. So at the top of it, you have where at the bottom you have 0 degrees. Then in the middle you have 100 degrees. But all this starts off actually. Line of heat and sensible heat can actually start off as 32 degrees, low as 32 degrees, and works its way up to 101, 107. Then, like I said, 212. That's when the subcooling actually starts. You have line of heat, and that's right before you get to sensible heat. Once you get to sensible heat, you're really starting to get off into the gas laws, and that's where I gotta go next and learn a lot of the gas laws. Actually, I got a little bit of them. A couple of the gas laws is if you compress a gas to reduce its volume, both the temperature and the pressure will increase. So what they're saying is, say for instance, if you had an air pump, your ball was flat. Once you stick that needle in, and the air pump is down, you haven't lifted the level up yet. You haven't pulled the lever up yet. The pressure and the volume of the air pump has already increased. So when you expand that lever, then the temperature that's in that air pump will decrease because it's letting that pressure go. I hope y'all making sense. This is my lesson one on HVAC. Anybody that want to do HVAC, like and subscribe.